to the credit of Zoran and his team, they are not taking any chances. They are going right for the jugular to knock Cuomo out. This is the ad that Zoran dropped this week.
Years ago, Andrew Cuomo resigned in disgrace, and you probably know why.
The governor's office kept the nursing home death data secret.
Cuomo aggressively groped an aide.
Inappropriately touched a female state trooper.
Use of state resources.
I'm Italian. That's the reason.
Oh, that's just how we are. We just have to be a little rapey, I guess.
Could you imagine getting paid?
No, and I've been with plenty of Italian people. That's not a thing. It's gross.
How do you get an Italian to stop talking?
You hold their hands, tie their hands down. But that's true for Jews too. I kind of get that. I really do appreciate that Zoran is coming out with this because, everybody on or in those sort of, we're the peace people. You don't want to play dirty. You don't want to do negative ads. He doesn't want to do this, right? He wants to give people housing and care. That's what he wants to do. He's forced, based on the system of suck that's been created by pieces of shit like this guy, to have to participate in this ridiculous performative crap because unfortunately it does work. So while it bothers me that he has to do this, he's doing a really good job of it and he's keeping it completely professional and relevant.
Substantive. What more can you ask for?
For a COVID-19 memoir.
Less well known is what he spent the last 4 years doing, besides getting trounced in the Democratic primary.
Okay. Well, we need
okay. That was kind of cool. Wait, let's play that again. Go back. That was actually good. Go back. That was good. Guys, watch this.
Spent the last 4 years doing, besides getting trounced in the Democratic primary.
I love that. That's so good.
And I've also been saying for the longest time that, one of the more underrated aspects of why I believe Zoran is going to win and probably win pretty easily is the sore loser effect. There are people who voted in the primary, and remember, this is a super majority Democratic city. Sorry, Staten Island, you just don't count that much. And they're going to they're going to see the fact that, wait a minute. This guy's running against him again.
We already voted against him. Yes.
So why is he doing
this? Obnoxious. That's how people must have felt in friggin' Buffalo.
But there's also the voter out there who may have initially voted for Cuomo, who's now looking at this and saying, yeah, that's so not cool, which is why the poll numbers are now reflecting a much more sizable margin than 12 points in favor of Mamdani. Now, granted, it was just one poll, but the average of polls right now has Mamdani up 14 points on Cuomo, which means that he's in a very comfortable position. And as you've pointed out before, unless there is some sizable scandal that they are holding on to, that they think they're going to be. But again, Cuomo is a scandal-ridden politician.
It doesn't. I guarantee you that we've talked about this. They've already spent a fortune of money trying to find dirt on Zoran. If there was anything at all, they would be putting up his traffic violations if they were sufficient enough to make a thing of it. They've already done such a dive into him. They don't know what to do with themselves.
The level of desperation to knock him off is kind of hilarious at this point.
Oh, and he thinks so too, which is why it's so amusing. At this point, and this is why I like him, I hope he's the real deal because he is enjoying where he's at. You could tell he likes what he's doing. And that shows.
Very confident.
He's very confident. He's very comfortable.
100%.
And the fact that he is mocking how desperate they are is really endearing to me. It's really good. And with the perfect amount of fuck you, but professional at the same time. I think it's great. I love it.
We've talked about this. There is nothing wrong with an attack ad as long as it is 100% substantive. That's all that matters. Just as long as it's honest.
And not personal.
100%.
In 2022, Cuomo started Innovation Strategies LLC to represent individuals and corporations in a variety of matters. Definitely not vague. Last year, it raked in more than $500,000. Who paid for Cuomo's services? He refuses to say. But what journalists have been able to piece together is troubling. In April, Bloomberg revealed that Cuomo advised a cryptocurrency exchange based in the Seychelles as it faced federal investigations. Then in May, Politico reported that Cuomo failed to disclose $2.6 million in stock options to the New York City Conflicts of Interest Board. His excuse? The stocks were technically owned by Innovation Strategies, LLC, of which he's the sole proprietor.
Well, isn't that special?
Yeah, you think you're going to get away with a little bit of this hanky-panky here and there?
I think, you know what? I mean, I think this is great. And his whole attitude about this. And the reason he can do this is because he is that clean. He is. He is so squeaky clean. He knows, and that's yeah. They would have already had so much on this guy.
Yeah, but is he going to maintain that once he's in office? That's the big question.
To be determined.
Finally, in June, the New York Times uncovered that Cuomo had worked with his longtime friend Andrew Farkas on a luxury marina project in Puerto Rico. Farkas's previous partner on luxury marinas in the Caribbean, Jeffrey Epstein.
Love it. He brings it full circle to Epstein. This is really a perfect ad.
It is. And
He hits all the buttons about that. Linking Epstein. I love how he does like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon between Cuomo and Epstein, like that.
If you're going to put Epstein in an ad in this context,
it's great.
It's gutsy.
Oh,
it is.
He's definitely like waving a red cape at a bull.
Oh yeah, he's like telling Cuomo. Well, you know what I also think. I think there are things that we don't see that Cuomo has been doing behind the scenes, kind of like things that, Hillary was doing to Bernie.
Or stuff Debbie's done to us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Debbie did to you, where it became this whole, oh, you don't think we're going to fight back? Okay. Again, the only reason you couldn't really fight back against Debbie is because you didn't have the money. You needed the money. If you had the money to do these things.
Of course, he's got money.
Yeah. Well, again, he does come from an affluent family.
That's not why he has money, though. He has money because he's been raising money.
100%. And there's again, just as our friend Nina Turner says, we do not take a vow of poverty.
No.
Nobody should. In fact, what the hell are we
the fact that he's linking him to Epstein is so great. But I also think, and this is where you're going to see a huge difference between what the old politics of somebody like Cuomo and sort of new politics of Zoran, and where these things look so different, because Zoran totally knows that he's baiting Cuomo. He wants him to lose his cool and be desperate and angry. And he knows that he's doing that because somebody like Cuomo, he's just all in his ego. I'm not going to use derogatory terms from like that I know from The Godfather, but he's all in his ego, right? So, and Mamdani is just playing it so cool and baiting him. And Cuomo, he will hang himself. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be great.
I wouldn't say that it's a knockout punch, but I would definitely say that for somebody who saw the recent polling and now is doing an ad like this, yeah, he's basically trying to land a knockout blow 2 months before the election. 3 months before the election, I should say, on Cuomo. He's basically trying to get him to quit. And you know what? Maybe he will.
Jeffrey Epstein.
We had a finance chair like none other, Andrew Farkas.
That's the thing about Andrew Cuomo. Once you think you found out about all of his scandals, you find out about another, and then another, and then probably another. But if my friend, the disgraced former governor of the state of New York, feels that's unfair, Habibi, release your client list.
Oh!
Oh!
And he throws in the Habibi. It's so good. That was so beautiful. That pleases me on so many levels. I really hope he does turn out to be a good mayor and stick up for his people and protect his people. I do hope that.